Hi everyone, I am Becka Butz. I am currently an English language arts teacher for a correctional facility in Butler County for juveniles. My background has been language arts the whole time. Prior to working in corrections, I worked in both urban and rural districts, neighboring, which is odd, but I think that the combination of working in both places really helped because I have both types of kids where I am. But I love what I do, and even when I was working in the other districts, I was always drawn to working with alternative education, always. And if I couldn't be in the alternative ed classrooms, I wanted to be with the special ed students, always. That's where my heart is, and that's where I want to keep being. So what I would like to learn from this course, I'm actually in the educational leadership program, and so how I can apply special education leadership to that part of the program, and specifically to corrections, which I know is probably not in the course already because it's not really very developed yet, but it's getting there. And that's kind of why I got into this educational leadership program, is because more and more attention is being paid to education and corrections, especially with special education, and how I can be a leader with that and kind of innovative and on the ground floor, like helping set how that works, because unfortunately there is a very high population of special education students in corrections. We need to figure out how we can best service those kids. So however I can, any strategies, skills, things like that I can learn from this course that I can apply to that and to my field in particular, because it is different from most traditional schools, is something I would really like to learn. My principal, who I've been doing all of my internship experience with, has a background in special education. So, and because, like I said, we have such a high population of special education students, it's been very heavy in my internship as far as like study of special education and how to best service those kids, and reading IEPs and editing IEPs and all that kind of stuff that I've been doing with her, just for the experience of it, and because there's so much experience with it where we are. So that kind of is part of it. I haven't had as much experience with 504s, but we're starting to see more of them. And I'm not sure if that is because there's just that population of kids, because the population is always changing, or if it has more to do with we actually are getting recognized by outside, like traditional schools, as being a real school, so they're finally sending us stuff when we ask for it. I'm hoping that it's more the population thing and not just that they were ignoring us before, but we're just going to go with the first one and we'll say that that's what it is, because that's probably what it was. Let's see. I already said why I wanted to do this, because they're starting to pay more attention to corrections, and I want to be a part of developing how the state looks at that and helping to develop programs, because there aren't a whole lot of education programs in correctional facilities that are developed and actually providing services and skills based on state standards to students. There are a lot of programs that don't challenge kids, and they kind of coddle them, and that doesn't help them when they get out, because they have no skills to avoid their previous situations. So helping to provide those skills and scaffolding for the kids who need it is kind of what I want to do with this. In 5 years, I would hope to be in leadership at some point with some alternative education program. I would like to stay in corrections if I can, but I realize that there's not a whole lot of demand for that. So, but my heart is definitely with alternative education. So I would like to stay in that field. I'm not at my desk right now. I am at home. Because I'm in a facility, I'm not allowed to record videos there. So, also because I'm in a facility, my desk is pretty much clear most of the time. There's a laptop, and I have a little desk calendar that has inspirational quotes and verses, and then I have a couple of pictures and cards and stuff that my kids at work have made me. And that's pretty much it. I don't have pictures of my family on my desk because I don't want them to know my family. I don't have any personal information and stuff like that there just because of where it is. But I try to have quotes all over, positive quotes that can be inspiring and to kind of give them a little bit of light in their dark day. So that's all over my room, though. That's not just on my desk. Let's see. I don't have any questions about the syllabus. Got it all put in my calendar, and I think I'm ready. I do want to say that I'm in the process of selling my house and moving. So I'm going to try very hard not to let that interrupt my internet and things like that at all. But just an FYI, that might possibly be an issue for me in the future, but I'm going to try not to, and if I have to, I'll do a discussion board post at work. But shh, don't tell. Alright, I look forward to working with you guys.